Yes, people. How are we doing today? Thank you all for coming. We'll wait for a few more people to come in, but please, as usual, guys, let's get the likes in. Please like the video as you are rolling in. And if you're not already, please subscribe. We are very close to 600. I know it's not a lot, but look, man, it's more than I ever thought I'd get. So yeah, man, if you guys can like and subscribe as you are rolling in, if you haven't already, then please do. Dan Jones, big up the Arsenal. Yeah, man, look, repping today, bro. I thought I'd bust it out. It's been a while since I wore it, and I thought, you know what, why not bust it out today, man? Show some love. Anytime we are linked with Xhaka leaving the club is a good day to be wearing this bad boy right here. So I thought, why not? Henry, good evening, man. How are you doing today? Thank you very much for joining, guys. Thank you for joining. We have so much to cover today. It's been a pretty mental day, and there's quite a few news articles that I want to go over. I know some of you may have seen my video this morning, but there's so much more that I want to talk about. And literally, I've just been spending the day getting this live stream ready for you guys because there's quite a few things that I've put together that I want to show you, not just the news, but including things happening in the market, the chart. Of course, I just want to go, brief over what I think is going on with that as well, because obviously there's been a dip overnight. People are getting a little bit scared again. So yeah, man, I thought I'd just, cover that as well. Exactly. Flash sales all on cryptos. But again, I wanted to show you guys exactly what I believe is happening at the moment, and I'm going to present it to you in a way where hopefully you'll walk away from this video having learned something again, and understanding why this may be happening. And it made complete sense to me today on what's happening in the market. So yeah, we'll definitely have to have a look. Loads and loads to go through. Just announced, IRS Chief Commissioner Charles Rettig asked US Congress for authority to regulate cryptocurrencies at Senate Finance panel hearing. Yeah, there's a lot of all of this going on, man. There's a lot of it going on. And, a lot of the news today that I want to cover is actually very, very good news. So, the fact that the market's going down, where there's so much good news going on, what's actually happening. But I'll show you guys exactly what I mean, and it's actually pretty good. So yeah, guys that have just joined, please do like the video. And I was just saying, we are very close to 600 subscribers on the channel, more than I ever thought I'd get at this point. It is crazy. So thank you all for the support, and if you can just subscribe, I would very much appreciate it. Evening to everyone, 100%. How you doing, Chris? Good to see you here. That's it, man. Repping today. We only turn up for the big games, man. It's a big stream. I'm joking. We don't turn up to anything, but there you go. It's just been a while since I wore it, man. And I thought, why not wear it today? Rep it, man. Why not? Like I said, Xhaka's leaving the club, bro. A few links with Bellerin as well. Why should I not wear it today? Today's a good day to wear it, right? But anyway, yeah, let's jump into it. So the first thing I wanted to do is just speak about all of these countries in like Central America, South America, like the whole Bitcoin legal tender and stuff. It seems to be, like we said yesterday in the stream, domino effect, right? First it was El Salvador, and what were we all talking about? We were saying any money, this is going to start falling into place for loads of other countries as well. And it's happened within a day. We've had loads. So we are definitely going to be jumping into that today. And I found a little bit more interesting news, 2 news articles that have gone completely under the radar today for some reason. I've got no idea why, but they definitely need to be shown to you guys, right? They've gone completely under the radar, but it's huge news in my opinion. So we're definitely going to cover it. You're doing something right. I'm not getting notifications. Well, there you go, man. On a foot, Xhaka, Bellerin. Oh, and Willian. I forgot about Willian. 100. We definitely need to note that as well, man. Yeah, at least we're getting players out. We need to get some players in, but we're getting some players out. So fair enough. Not done yet, but we'll get there. Anyway, guys, let's jump into this, right? So the first thing is obviously speaking about these countries. And the first one that started to pop up after El Salvador was Paraguay. So Paraguay to embrace Bitcoin. Paraguayan congressman calls for adoption. after El Salvador announced it would make Bitcoin legal tender, a politician from Paraguay thinks they're ready for it too. So I found this pretty interesting. This was actually last night it came out, right after we done our stream. We had Paraguay come and I was looking, I was like, right, I mean, I wish I was able to cover that on yesterday's stream, but it's just kind of exactly what we were speaking about, the whole domino effect. So it says that at the Bitcoin 2021 conference, Jack Mallers of Strike announced that El Salvador is planning to introduce new legislation that will make Bitcoin legal tender in the country. Now, a congressman and the national deputy of Paraguay, Carlitos Rajala, has called for Paraguay to take similar action. So yeah, that literally happened right after we were speaking about El Salvador. So yeah, this is what Mexico will be next. Well, Mexico are on it. They're literally on it. I actually found a bit of information of all the countries that are currently on it, and I'm going to show that to you guys in a second. El Salvador, Paraguay, Panama, because of this money laundering of drug cartels. You know what? I do think there may be something dodgy going on, and I've got something to show you, which was a little bit dodgy. I saw your comment, by the way. Thank you for commenting on the video this morning, Hendaguna. I saw your comment, and I'm gonna share something with you guys, all to do with Bukele, the politician for El Salvador, president of El Salvador, whatever. I forgot what he was, but yeah, from El Salvador. Little bit of dodginess going on there, and I'm going to show you guys what I mean in a second. But yeah, we had Paraguay, and the next thing, this came out, Panama. So then Paraguay, then Panama to join El Salvador and Paraguay in Bitcoin adoption. Obviously, it says here, the trend of Bitcoin adoption in Latin America has spread to El Salvador, Paraguay, and now Panama. So again, this was 21 hours ago. This was last night. So right after the stream ended, bang, Paraguay, Panama came along. Right. And it says here that Panamanian Congressman Gabriel Silva had comments on El Salvador's move to adopt Bitcoin as a currency today on Twitter and called for Panama to do the same thing. So it was literally like we were showing yesterday, right? Remember when I highlighted the comment on how these countries don't want to miss out? I don't know if you guys remember that, but yesterday I highlighted a comment saying that these other countries wouldn't want to miss out. And this is exactly what's happening, right? And let me show you who's actually getting involved. So let me just get it up for you guys. Here we go. Bang. Bitcoin support in Latin America. We've now got Ecuador talking about it. I've clicked on the tweet by accident, but it doesn't matter. We've now got Ecuador talking about it. Mexico, Panama, Argentina, Paraguay, Brazil, El Salvador, and Colombia. So we've got all of these now talking about it. Okay, so clearly it is a case of they don't want to miss out. Who's gonna be next? I don't know. You've obviously got Chile, Nicaragua. Actually, they're now part of it as well. Just before I came on stream, they were speaking about Nicaragua as well. Joining the gang, so whatever you want to call it. But yeah, guys, on a serious note, that's pretty big news, right? That is pretty big news. That is what you call adoption. And of course, we were speaking about, I think it was with you, Scott, yesterday, regarding XRP, how that would be the best thing to do for them to use. But, it's adoption for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the king, and this should have had a very, very positive effect on the market. However, it hadn't done it yet. In fact, things started going down, and I am going to start talking about why and what I see very soon. But that was quite frustrating to see, right? That things were starting to go down, and there was a lot of FUD in the market. And I believe there was even another news article today about Bitcoin being hacked, which I'm also going to cover about that. Come on, man. Seriously, we finally got some good news, and it wasn't just one random good news. We've now got a list of countries beginning to adopt, and then the market just starts going down, and I don't like it. And I'll show you why in a sec. They're all aware that the amount of money being printed will lead to hyperinflation. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. But I suppose it's just a case of having to wait and see what's going to happen. At the moment, it is just talk. Okay, and is it a case of these guys just not wanting to miss out on the whole talk? Oh, I want to be part of that. Let's get our country in the limelight, in the headlines and stuff. Is that what it is? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, hopefully this has some real legs to it, and we could see some actual movements in the very near future, right? Bob, how's it going, man? I haven't seen you in a while, bro. How are you? It's very good to see you here. Guys, please like the video as you are strolling in. Like I said, for those that don't know, we're very, very close to 600 subscribers. Big in my eyes. So if you could do me a favor and just subscribe if you haven't, let's hit that 600 goal. And then, you know, we'll start a new one for there. But yeah, thank you for the support anyway. We really appreciate it. APJ, to see you here, man. There are lines drawn ready. The Bitcoin battle. Yes. There are indeed. Who's going to win it, man? Who is going to? I think the Brazilian to play was quite a big deal. You know, because the country, America, but you know, it doesn't happen. Not too sure. But yeah, like I said, guys, it is just a matter of waiting and seeing what's going to be happening next. However, this whole dodginess that I was talking about, right? Why am I saying that there could be something dodgy going on? And it all started off with El Salvador. I thought to myself, let me have a look into this. Let me have a look into this Bukele guy, right? And see what this guy's about. Let me look at his history. Is there anything actually going on? And look what I found. Look what I found. So this is a Wikipedia on Nayib Bukele, right? So I'm going to read a little bit of it and then I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. This, I won't cover this stuff. This is literally just about him, how he got into his position and stuff like that, right? But if we go over to this paragraph over here, let me just read it out to you guys and then I'll just see what you guys think about it. Bukele has been criticized for governing in an authoritarian manner. In particular, he was denounced for sending soldiers into the Legislative Assembly to encourage the passage of a bill and allegedly to overthrow the Legislative Assembly of El Salvador. Geez, that is a mouthful, sorry. This action, his handling of endemic violence in El Salvador and his strict response to the COVID-19 pandemic have led some academics to describe him as an autocrat or an authoritarian. Transparency International cited El Salvador and Colombia as examples of an explosion of irregularities and corruption cases. My guy over here, Nayib Bukele, this geezer right here, he's involved in corruption. Look at him. You could tell he's part of a drug cartel, can't you? That's why I was laughing when I saw your comment, Endanguna, man, because yeah, something definitely dodgy going on here. I was shocked to see that. How is this guy in his position, by the way? You know, he's involved in irregularities and corruption cases related to the handling of the pandemic in Latin America. So yeah, dodgy stuff, man. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because El Salvador was the first to announce that they wanted Bitcoin to become a legal tender. Now, does this have anything to do with it? I don't know. I'm just presenting it to you guys. You know, what do you guys think about it? I've got no idea. 100% they're all crooks, man. They are all crooks. No matter who you're looking at, they are all crooks. But yeah, like I said, I'm not saying that, you know, this is legit and there's actually a reason why El Salvador was first and then I stumbled across this. Yeah, you know, I'm not saying there's anything to do with it, but it's just a little bit dodgy, right? It is just a little bit dodgy. And then obviously I saw Hendenguna's comment on my video this morning regarding the whole drug cartel and all of that stuff, dodginess going on. And I was like, yeah, do you know what? Like, had to look into it a little bit more. But there you go. It's probably nothing. It's probably nothing, right? It's probably nothing. But you never know. You never know. Just a bit weird how it was them first and now we've found this. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see. What do you guys think about that, man? Seriously, like on a serious note, what is actually going to come out of this? I'd be excited to see within the next week who else is going to be joining this. Are we going to start seeing countries in Africa, Europe? Like, is this actually beginning now? Is this thing actually happening now? Because if it is, you know, surely we should be seeing something happening within our wallets and our portfolios, right? I don't know, but yeah, that is another thing that I wanted to basically talk about because as well as everything going down, right? We've now had news today regarding Bitcoin, which I found absolutely stupid, by the way. And it was basically they're calling this dip. They're saying that this dip happened because Bitcoin was hacked. Really? Because Bitcoin was hacked? Come on, man. So let me just read this article to you guys, and then I'll show you a little bit of sense. Okay, a little bit of sense. So here we go. Bitcoin tumbles 8% on fears that US law enforcement hacked the network. So let me get this straight. The US law enforcement hacked Bitcoin and the network, right? God's sake, man. Really? Like, how stupid does that sound? The US law enforcement hacked them, not some random guy living in Singapore or Thailand, you know, sitting on his computer with a fan next to him, sweating, wearing a vest, right? Not him, the US law enforcement. Jeez, man, come on. Let's just read it anyway. Following news that the Department of Justice had recouped Bitcoin in the Colonial Pipeline ransom investigation, Bitcoin shed 8%. And they've got a picture of a bear now, just to indicate that the market is bearish, right? Jeez, what they do to us retail investors, man. What they do to us. The price of Bitcoin has fallen 8% in the past 24 hours amid news of the US law enforcement recouping a portion of hacked funds in the Colonial Pipeline hack. These funds were denominated in Bitcoin. Colonial Pipeline, a US-based fuel pipeline system that services the southeastern United States. On May 7th, the company fell victim to a ransom attack that affected its billing system. Jeez, I don't even know, man. Shortly after the attack, the company reportedly paid a 75 Bitcoin ransom, roughly 4.4 million at the time. So people are blaming this dip on the hack, right? Which seemed to have happened on the 7th of May, and it was paid back. Do you see what I'm saying here, man? With these news articles, what they're trying to do. That ain't news. What kind of news is that? That ain't no news, man. That is not no news. Big up, man. I know. Like I said, I thought I'd start repping today. Why not? Bob, nothing to do with the whales pushing down the price. I don't know. Look, it all depends, because I've actually got something interesting to show you guys further on in this live stream regarding these whales and these financial institutions. And I want to show you an actual interesting graph, which, again, just makes sense. It just makes complete sense. So just stay tuned for that, Bob. I'll show you in a second. This is the future of Bitcoin, Tanner. Yeah. Well, with these countries adopting it, of course, it is the future of Bitcoin. I just want to see some actual legs on it, though, right? This is just news and talk right now. Let's see something. Hendon Gunner, yes, FBI deployed an app that criminals use, and the FBI use it to trace their trans. I was literally just watching BBC News just before I came upstairs to do this live stream with you guys, and I saw that. Crazy, right? What was it like? It was like 300 groups they found or something like that. Crazy, man. Crazy. But yeah, man, these people, they do that. It's out there, isn't it? But caught now, isn't it? All they do is selling in fear. What they are doing is selling fear. That's exactly what they're doing. That's what they do every single time, Bob. They sell in fear. And I'm going to show you I tell you what, I've got one more thing I want to show you guys, and it kind of links into this selling in fear, right? So I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you who the true whales are now as well. Let's take a look at this, right? So on here, right, I firstly got this tweet from Adam Black, right? And he goes, pro tip, they didn't and could not hack anything. They just asked a cloud service to give them control of a rented server or hosted wallets. Ask yourself, why did the government need and use a warrant for seizure if they could hack the wallet? Exactly that. When you actually read into it and look into it properly, this isn't even news. This does not need to be reported at all. It doesn't need to be reported at all. There's no need for it, right? Governments do not want people to have control over their own money. That's how it's always been, and that's how it probably always will be, right? That's how it just always will be, man. But take a look at this, right? Found this here. This is the news article I was talking about, how it's just gone under the radar, and no one is speaking about it, right? Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway makes $500 million investment in Brazilian digital bank, which, by the way, works with Bitcoin. So all of a sudden, there's now this massive dip in the market, right? And what's happening? All these big boys are now buying up right? They're putting in their investments now because this dip has now come along again. Everyone just seems to be buying now. Not only that, I ain't even going to read this article for you guys. I mean, we could take a Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway made 500 million investment in the parent company of Nubank. Guys, have a look into it. It's all to do with Bitcoin as well, a privately held digital bank based in Brazil. Okay, the South American company announced on Tuesday. Today, okay, they announced it today when there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of panic, everyone's crying again. You know, you guys know the drill right now. You guys know exactly what happens right now, right? But on top of that, look what I just found. China, the guys who were banning Bitcoin, which was all fake news anyway, but it came out anyway, plans to accelerate blockchain development and adoption in a push to become a world leader in technology by 2025. What? Why is it that all of a sudden, now that these prices are low, everyone's, you know, making their moves now, right? But you've got Tom, Dick, and Harry over there who's just sold their positions because they thought everything was going to go lower. You know, they were scared. They didn't know how to handle their emotions. They just invested a few weeks ago and now the market's gone down again and they're crying. Their girlfriends are telling them off because they don't know what they're doing. And now they've got no more money left, right? But you've got Warren Buffett with his $500 million investment. You've got China now doing this. Okay. Coincidence? No. See what I mean, guys? And it happens every time. The first thing that I taught everyone when I come on here that I wanted to let everyone know is that I say it all the time, every live stream, news happens for a reason, right? And this time, I don't want to just talk about the news. I want to back it up and show you guys a little bit on the chart of what's actually going on right now, right? And hopefully you'll be able to see it with me. I've seen so many of these traders come out on Twitter and give their own opinion on what's going on. And I absolutely agreed. And I thought I'd have a look because I began to look into it a bit more. And I looked at the patterns and I started to say to myself, right, we're just in some range here, right? We're just ranging right now. Okay. And what we just had, what we were looking at the other day, right? We were looking at this. Okay. This is actually a falling pennant. Okay. Now, due to all of the good news, right, that was coming out, am I even showing you guys? Here we go. Let me get this up for you, right? This is a falling pennant. Okay. Due to all the good news that was coming out around here when people started to adopt and everything else. Okay. We thought there was going to be some great price action happening, right? So people began to buy. But what did the market makers do? Bush. We fell below it. Okay, hence having a bearish pennant. This is what we just had. So there's bullish pennants with the falling wedge, and you've got bearish pennants with the falling wedge, right? In this case, this is what we have just had. Okay, we've just had this to a T. All right. And right now, you know, people are again panicking. They were buying around here because we had a lot of good news come out. It happens every single time. They were all buying around it, expecting the price to go up. But the market, one thing that people need to learn, right, is that the market will always do the opposite of what you think. Okay. Always, always, always do the opposite of what you think. Whenever people are calling for upside straight away, it will just do the opposite. Now, don't get me wrong. I still believe that this market is extremely bullish. And I'm about to show you exactly what I think is happening right now, right? But things like this, they take a long time. We've just had a massive, massive correction in the market. They're going to take a long time until we do recover. And people need to get through that. People need to go through these emotions in order to come out of the other side, right? Now, has anyone heard of what Wyckoff accumulation is? If you have, please let me know in the comments. Okay, if you haven't, okay, I'm going to actually show you the exact definition of what a Wyckoff accumulation is. Okay, then I'm going to show you what Wyckoff accumulation actually looks like. Then I want to end it off with this sequence of the live stream by showing you the Bitcoin chart. Okay, so I'm going to put all of that into play and just basically paint you guys a picture right now of what's going on and why people should not look too much to what's happening right now. In my opinion, people should just be kind of chilling. People should just be chilling with their investments. Just sit back, man. Let the market do what it's doing. Don't listen too much to news. I have to cover it here for you guys because it's, you guys need to know, right? You are here to know exactly what's going on in the world, and it's good to know. But let me show exactly what I mean. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to go back to full screen, okay? And then show you exactly what I'm seeing. So firstly, what is Wyckoff accumulation? The Wyckoff accumulation, the accumulation phase, is a sideways and range-bound period that occurs after a prolonged downtrend. This is the area where larger players try to build positions and shake out smaller fish without causing much of a further drop in price or the beginning of a new trend. Let me read that again. The accumulation phase is a sideways and range-bound period that occurs after a prolonged downtrend. This is the area where larger players try to build positions and shake out smaller fish without causing much of a drop in price. Okay, so that is firstly the definition of Wyckoff accumulation. Okay, now let me show you what Wyckoff accumulation looks like. So now I'm going to present you with a photo of what it looks like, right? This is what Wyckoff looks like. As you could see here, okay, we've got our capitulation, okay? We've got our downtrend. So what we've got right there, okay, is the accumulation phase after occurs after a prolonged downtrend, okay? So here we have our prolonged downtrend. This is phase A, okay? Then as we enter phase B, this is usually the longest phase and it's quite volatile in here. What you would find in phase B is that we would find our area of resistance, okay? We would find our area of resistance. And in phase B, we will also find our area of support, okay? And what usually happens in phase B is that we will touch the resistance twice and we will touch the support once or twice as well, okay? As we move on to phase C, we would then be in what I like to call a max pain event. A max pain event occurs when this is happening. We are basically playing with our support level. People will start getting extremely fearful. And we could even see a little bit more of a dip than what came originally in order to shake more people out. This is what you call an accumulation bottom. This is where the big players, such as your Warren Buffetts, okay, and such as China and everyone else, would come in and begin to buy. Okay, there, right there. That is what Wyckoff accumulation is. If those of you that didn't know, that is what it is. Chris, all is, I'm brand spanking and shining new today to all this. Good to see you here, Chris. Hopefully you are liking the stream and you learned something today. I was looking forward to the stream. So yeah, I was looking forward to it, man. A lot of things to show you. But anyway, let me get back to it. So back to full screen. This is what Wyckoff looks like. What I then decided to do for you guys is go ahead and look at Bitcoin on the hourly chart and create this for you. Okay, this is basically what the Bitcoin chart looks like right now on the hourly chart. And I have decided to draw it out for you just like this and show you exactly what is happening here. Okay, so let's quickly analyze this, right? One by one, just so we understand what's going on. Hopefully you guys can feel a little bit better after watching this video, right? So we begin with phase A, our capitulation phase, right? Where we have a prolonged downtrend until we reach this area here. What did we have? We have phase A, where we have a prolonged downtrend, okay, until we enter phase B. All right. What happens in phase B? In phase B, we find our resistance, okay, and we find our support. And usually we will go up and touch that resistance area. Okay, so it's not an actual price target. It is usually an area range bound up in here. Okay, we will come up and touch it a few times before we then go back down to touch our support. What did we have? In here, we have realized and found our support level. Remember this, guys, when everyone was, feeling like it was the end of the world? This is when we found our support. This is now where we found our resistance area. Clear resistance area. I've put this red square represents the resistance area. This green square represents our support area, right? So we're in phase B. And what did we do? We found our support area and we found our resistance area. We've touched our support, we've touched our resistance, we've come back into our support. Now we've come back into our resistance again. And this time we are now entering phase C. what happens in phase C? We have an accumulation bottom where we just play around with the support area. Our bottom, we accumulate for a little bit in here, get people scared, maybe dip down a little bit more until people sell their positions until we enter phase D and make our way out of there. What are we doing right now? I've even drawn it out for you guys right here. We're in phase C. Let me make it full screen for you. We're in phase C right now, okay? We're entering it perfectly. We're coming back into our accumulation zone. And what I expect from this area, what would make sense to me, is that we then begin to see a little bit of range bounding here. Don't be surprised if we go down a little bit further than 30K. This was 30K on the dot. Remember that day, even, you know, everyone was really scared that day. Don't be surprised if we see a little bit of this, where we come down and we just play around in this area, right? We play around in this area. Oops, what happened here? We've just dropped below this little range. We've just dropped below 20. We just dropped below 30,000. We've just touched 28,000. Oh my God, the world is ending. Let's sell out of our positions because that is the end of it. No, what you will then see is probably a big bounce out of there. And then we start making our way up. And what do we do here, guys? What's this? If you guys have been watching, you would have learned this was our resistance. So what are we going to do when we go out of our resistance? We're going to come back down and touch it as support until we make our way out. This is kind of what I am expecting. This is what I am looking for. This is what would make sense to me. Okay. The charts look a little bit like that. All right. So that is basically what I'm looking for. We've had our phase A, our capitulation. We've had our phase B where we found support. We found our resistance. We've touched our resistance twice, just like we've done in here. We've touched our resistance twice. We've touched our support. We're coming back down into phase C where our support is, just like we're doing right now. We're going to bounce around in here until people start crying and sell their positions, maybe have a little bit more of a capitulation until people start crying. And then we make our way out into phase D. Okay. Find our support. As you can see here, we break out of our resistance up here. Find our support. That resistance is now support. And we make our way higher. I've just been babbling on for a crazy amount of time. Geez, there you go, though. That's what I'm seeing, basically. So hopefully you guys have learned a little bit from that. But I wanted to just kind of go on to explaining why Wyckoff accumulation can be a very, very dangerous place before we start making our way up, right? This stream is lit and we'll definitely start doing crypto before the end of the month for the first time. Good to see, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And 100%, man, if you ever need any help, seriously, just message me on Instagram, Twitter. I'm helping people individually, giving them some advice as well whenever needed. So, but I'm glad to see you guys are here, man. Bob, I can see Bitcoin hitting 27K before going up. I would not disagree with you, Bob. I would not disagree with you. Because, like I said, where would we be hitting 27K in this area? We would be hitting it here. Let me move this down a little bit. Can I move that down? We'll be hitting it there, right? So do not be surprised if we drop down a little bit further like that. Have a scary moment, a very scary moment where things will just start going down, 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 seeming like they're not going to end. We will touch this area. Okay, this could happen. I'm not saying it will, but this could happen. Just like we see on this picture here, this little area here, right? Accumulation bottom. We've come below this area here. This would be our current 30K. That would be right there. And then this would be where our 27K could come in, right? Could come in. And it will be scary. It will not be a little grind down. I'm telling you, if we see 27K, it will be bang, bang. It will be straight down, bounce straight up, and then we make our way out. Now, why do I think it's dangerous whenever we are in a Wyckoff accumulation phase? I want to explain that to you now as well, right? Let me just read some of these comments for you guys before I do that. Could you please post that URL in the comments? TradingView, this chart. You want me to post this chart in the comments? I'll post the chart in the comments. Let me just take this off for you. I keep forgetting I can actually do that. I can post some stuff in the comments, can't I? But I just kind of, look out for what you guys are saying. But yeah, sure, I'll post it in the comments. No problem at all. Again, guys, this is not financial advice or anything. This is just my opinion and my, what I think is actually happening. It makes complete sense. Hopefully you guys can actually see it making sense as well after showing you what Wyckoff accumulation actually is and showing you what it looks like, right? So I will definitely do that for you. People need to know about Wyckoff. He gave his knowledge to the world 70 years ago and is still very relevant today. 100%, man. 100%. But yeah, why is Wyckoff accumulation dangerous? Let me explain that to you now, right? Let me go back to full screen. Now, how can this be dangerous, right? We're just stuck in a range. Cool. We're bouncing up and down. Why is Wyckoff dangerous? Wyckoff is dangerous because you get moves like this. Okay. Let me get this this price range up for you. $30,000 to $42,500. That's in less than a day. So what are we seeing here? We're seeing here, right? People would have sold here because it went down ridiculously quickly. Remember that day, it was capitulating like crazy, right? It was going down, down, down. No one thought it was going to stop. So when it got here, what did people do? People sold out of their positions because they were scared. But then what happened? We had a huge bounce up. Bear in mind, this is the 1 hour chart, not the daily chart. This happened in less than a day from 30K to 42K. So what are people doing now? They're buying back here. They're FOMOing. They have a fear of missing out because they think that this is just going to keep going up now. They think that the capitulation is now over, right? So they're just going to start buying, thinking that this is all over. Oops, what happens now? You just brought up here. What did it do? It turns back on itself. And then we repeat the process, right? We repeat the process because people here will start thinking that this is going to happen. And what they think they're seeing is this. They think they're seeing that. Okay, this is a very common pattern as well when it comes to trading, and people look for that. But what did it do? Again, it done the opposite of what people were thinking was going to happen, and it turned on itself again. So you, John, sorry if there is a John in the chat, but John sold his position here because he was scared. John decided to buy back here because he was FOMOing and thinking it's over now and it's going to keep going up. John then got scared again because he thought this was going to happen. So he sold out of his position here. John then thought it was going to get back to normal. So he brought back up here, okay, thinking, okay, we're looking good now because we're here. And now John is just kind of sitting on the fence because we've just been ranging here. But now what's John is now in the accumulation bottom, thinking that it's over again because we're now back in this stage. And for some reason, this 30K number, 30K is a very, very scary number to John because he thinks if it goes below it, he's going to lose a lot of money. Okay. This is why Wyckoff accumulation will make you panic, sell at the bottom and panic buy at the top. Be careful. Exactly that. Okay. So hopefully you guys have seen exactly why Wyckoff can be very dangerous. Okay. So yeah, I've obviously now explained what's happening here. The big boys are buying while everyone is scared. In the same time, we have a Wyckoff accumulation going on, okay, which could scare people even more. But we are seeing that there are actually people, financial institutions buying, big money buying, while the retail investors are selling, right? And we see that we are now going to be entering the accumulation phase, the accumulation bottom. And as you guys know, do not be surprised if we are stuck in this range for a few days, okay? While it plays with this area for a few days, maybe dip down below 30K. It gets scary. I get it, guys. It's not what we want to see, but we have to go through these things before we go into phase D and start making our way up. I genuinely do think, right, that we are going to see something that looks like this. Back to support and then up. This is what I believe will happen. It will just make sense to me. Again, this is just my opinion, not financial advice. Okay, I am just a guy on YouTube showing you what I think is happening. I presented the cases of why. Okay, and don't be surprised if we see a little bit of this happening for a few days until people do get scared and sell out, and then we start making our way out of it, right? So yeah, guys, that is basically what I see. Just be careful because Wyckoff accumulation can make you panic sell at the bottom and panic buy at the top. Okay. So yeah, that was pretty much what I believe is happening at this point in time. Bob, when the bounce happens, I can well see Bitcoin going to 58K. I can see Bitcoin making another high. So its high was currently like 63K or something. I can see it making a brand new high. Okay. That's what I think will happen. I think we've got one more high left with Bitcoin. In the meantime, altcoins will hopefully start going crazy. That's the plan. That's the dream. We will see. All we've got to do is that, Dan Jones. Damn right. Just hodl, guys. Chill out. Don't look at the charts this week, man. Go chill out. Euros are starting. Who's your money on for the Euros? I personally put it on Italy. Don't know why. I know they've been undefeated for a long time and they haven't conceded a goal in about 8 months. They're looking pretty strong to me. Outsiders, everyone thinks France going to win. I've put it on Italy. Go watch the Euros this week, man. Don't worry about the charts. We'll come back and look at it next week. Not a problem. Scott, that's why I have a point. I will sell and keep buying below that point. Listen, if you want to trade in this market, it's completely up to you. I personally don't. Whether things are going up or down, I do not sell my position until my targets are hit, only because, as I said, the market will do opposite things that you think it will do, and you don't know when it will actually go down to whatever point. Okay. So yeah, just be careful if you are doing that. If you want to sell and buy back lower, just be careful doing that. I personally just hold, because I just feel like it doesn't really matter what the prices are right now. I'm looking into the future a little bit, understanding that the market will go higher. So for me, this price action doesn't bother me at all. I'm just hodling. That's all I'm doing. Chris, love to say Wales, but I'm realistic and logical. Who are you actually going for then? I'm assuming you're from Wales. I'm not sure. Sorry if I'm taking that in the wrong way, but yeah, are you from Wales? Who are you guys actually going for? Hen Laguna, cheers, Tanner. Got to bounce. We'll watch the rest of the stream later. No worries, man. We're going to be finishing up soon anyway. Thank you so much for joining, man. I really, really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your night, bro. Enjoy the rest of your night. But yeah, last thing that I wanted to show you guys before we do move on to the end of our stream today. Everyone seems to say buy a dollar average. Yeah. If that's exactly what people want to do. I don't know I'm not sure if you're talking about dollar cost averaging. If you guys saw my video on the tips that I gave on the mistakes that people make, one of them is dollar cost averaging. So ensure that if you are buying and you've got £200 to spend, buy £50 at the current level, buy £50 when it goes down a little bit more, buy 50 and then buy £100 when it goes down a little bit more. Make sure you're dollar cost averaging so you're making the most of your investments. If that's what you guys want to do, 100% do that to get the most out of it. I live in Bath, but yes, Welshman, I'm saying Germany. I was actually going to be going Bath in August. They got really nice like spa hotels and stuff there. My girlfriend was looking at some places in Bath, but fair enough, man. Germany, yeah, strong contender as well. APJ, France all the way. Scotland, you must be joking, right? But maybe got man like Tierney. Come on, see that? Where is it? Tierney. Scotland want to get through, bro. My boy Tierney at the back of my shirt. I wouldn't be complaining with that. But yeah, last thing I want to show you guys is just basically the whole point of the big financial institutions buying at this point. Very, very interesting graph coming up here for you. And this is it right here. Yesterday, okay, 22,550 Bitcoin was withdrawn from exchanges yesterday on aggregate. This is the biggest net outflow of the year. I keep clicking on these tweets, right? The 22,500 Bitcoin. I believe I looked at how much that actually is. I think it's like, I don't have my phone with me, but it's like $75 million worth of Bitcoin outflowed from exchanges yesterday. What does that mean? That means that people are taking their Bitcoin out of the exchanges and storing it in their wallets. They're not selling. This is Bitcoin that was on the exchanges that they are buying on the exchanges and taking out and holding it. Okay, that's got to be telling us something. That's definitely telling us something. So on top of this, right, on top of people actually still holding their Bitcoin and taking it out of exchanges, they've done their buying now, right? Their buying is now over. Okay, they might be want to buy a little bit more, but their buying is now done. A lot of it's done. It's out of the exchanges now. They're holding it. But on top of that, okay, you've then got this coming out. China plans to accelerate blockchain development and adoption in a push to become a world leader in technology, just as we have broken down on Bitcoin. On top of that, Warren Buffett Berkshire Hathaway makes $500 million investment in Brazilian digital bank. Jeez, there you go, guys. Okay. Loads of big money moving around and people are buying. On top of that, it seems like we have a Wyckoff accumulation and we are coming into the end of phase B, going into phase C, seeming like in a few days we're going to be out of here. They're buying the dip. They're buying the bottom, guys. It's as simple as that. Okay. So all I'm basically saying is don't be so scared. Okay, things like this happen. We have to go through these dips. We have to go through these corrections. They're going to happen all the time. All right. But you just got to understand and look at the bigger picture of what's happening. Zoom out. That's what they say. They say zoom out, right? So zoom out, have a look at the bigger picture. All right. And all I'm saying is just chill out. This week, don't look at the charts, man, because we don't know what's going to happen. It could get scary. It could be a war zone out there very soon, where on Twitter and Facebook people do start crying. A lot of FUD starts coming out, and the news will come on top of the news and make it look even worse than it is, all while we are in the accumulation bottom of our Wyckoff accumulation. All while we're in here, don't be surprised if some news narrative comes out around this area, and then what we will do, we will just bounce straight out of there, guys. All right. So yeah, this is what I'm looking at coming in the next week or two. I'm kind of expecting something similar to look like this. Again, you know, just my opinion, not financial advice, but you know, I've managed to show you guys what this actually looks like, what it actually means. It makes sense to me. Hopefully it makes sense to you guys. And yeah, that is pretty much what I wanted to speak about in today's stream. Are England the Dogecoin of international football, simply a meme team? Yes. Yes, they are. They nearly lost to Romania the other day. Let's just put that out there. I mean, how are England? All right, let's talk about this for a second, right? Crypto stuff's finished. For those that have enjoyed the stream, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please do like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't. I want to get up to 600 subscribers as soon as possible. Thank you all so much for the support. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm going to be sticking around in this live stream for a bit more, just to answer a few more questions if anyone has any. But why are England favorites, second favorites, man? Really? Is it just because we live in England? I wonder what the odds are in France for England to win the Euros, because yeah, I don't think they'd be up there at all, by the way, at all. England are definitely England are the Shiba coin, are the safe moon of football. All right, don't look too much into it, man. Look, I love the team. I love some of their players, man. They got good individual players. And the only reason why I put a little bit of money on Italy to win is because I feel like they are very dark horses. Have a look at their stats, man. They are undefeated, I think, in like 27 games. Haven't conceded a goal in 8 months. 9-1. Have a look. If you guys don't believe me, 9-1. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, on the other hand, man like Xhaka and Bellerin, Willian, that's got to be good news, right? For my gooners in here. Come on. We're moving up in the world. If England win, does that mean you're going to buy Shiba? No. I ain't buying no Shiba coin today, tomorrow. If someone gave me £10,000 just to invest into Shiba, I will not do that. I will keep the £10,000 and I will just give it away to whoever else on the streets just to help them out, man. I will not be investing in no Shiba coin. England will probably produce their own crypto. Yeah. They probably will. There's a lot of countries doing that, and they're calling it Brits coin for England, aren't they? But yeah, don't be surprised if every country has their very own cryptocurrency soon. That'll be coming out soon for sure. The way these countries are moving, they're gonna want their own digital currency for sure, man. Got to back Italy, Germany. They are Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin and Luna, bro. Come on. Let's not talk about Ethereum in here. Yeah, Ethereum's good, man. You know, Luna's my coin. Yeah, but yeah, you're right, 100%. Italy and Germany. Italy is obviously the one that I backed. But yeah, I think they're going to be dark horses. They're actually first to play in the Euros. They're playing Turkey on Friday. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not I've made a good decision or not. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see, man. How did you get the top fan badge, Bob and Dan? We're talking about the top fan badge. Not sure what that means, APJ. Not sure what that means. But who are you backing, Dan? If you're still here, who are you backing? You haven't actually said so far. I know OTGDY is backing Scotland. Hopefully they do well, man. Just for Tierney's sake, I'd love to see him do well. Chris, oh no, I got Sheba today. Told you I'm new. How do I fix this? Oh, yeah, bro. I know you said you're new here. Basically, people here know me by now. I'm not about these scam meme coins, man. Personally, I wouldn't. It's just me. They don't have any use case at all. They are just memes made out of nothing, built of hype. You want to get into real projects. So if I was you, I would take a look into something you just messaged. Plus side, you've got Luna. I was about to say Luna. Have you got any MIR? Is part of Luna's ecosystem. Go take a look at that. That reminds me. Coin of the week tomorrow, guys. I'll be letting you guys know what my coin of the week is tomorrow. So please be sure to join my live stream tomorrow at 6:30 again. And I will have another project for you that I would like to show you and discuss. Yeah, hopefully you guys will like it. I'll go through like the research of it, and then we'll have a little look into the chart of it as well. So yeah, tomorrow, coin of the week. Please be sure to be here. If you guys want to invest in it, it's completely up to you. It's just something that I like. I've done research on, and yeah, I like it. But yeah, every Wednesday I'll be doing that. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. I really don't know. I'm gonna say England is going to turn it on for the competition, but you just never know. After their 2 performances against Romania, and who was the other team that they played? I forgot who it was. It was a few days ago. I forgot who it was. But, bro, those performances were poor. They just about beat them. Oh, who was it? The team that they played a few days ago were Austria. Was it Austria? They played Austria a few days ago, and they were 100-1 to win the Euros. England were favourites. They just about beat them 1-0. It just goes to show what England are going to be like, man. Sell it, buy Luna MIR. Yep, I agree. I agree, Chris. If you wanna get into real projects, stuff with real use cases, then have a look into Luna and MIR and buy them, man. You know, hold them for a few months. You know, with the upcoming run that's gonna come up that I believe will happen, I don't think you'll regret it personally. John, thank you very much. Greetings from your lost uncle in Kansas. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you for joining me. I know you was here a few days ago, but it's always good to see you here, man. I appreciate you joining. Guys, for those that haven't liked the video, please do like the live stream. I appreciate it. I don't know how many subscribers are on right now. I'm not going to leave the live stream to look, but we were very close to 800. Oh, I wish. We were very close to 600. So please do subscribe and share the video. I want to get to 600 as quick as possible. You guys have been crazy. We've only been going 3 weeks, man, and the support I've been receiving has been great. So thank you guys. We are poor, man. You guys are poor, man. England. I say you guys because I'm Turkish Cypriot. North Cyprus isn't even recognized as a national team, by the way, so I can't really talk. But there you go. I'll be supporting Italy. That's to trick you into thinking Italy will win, bro. I think Italy will just be hard to beat. I reckon it'll be hard to beat. So I reckon they've got a very good chance. And at 9-1, man, it's worth a little something, innit? Being in my 50s, seeing the England hype more than Dogecoin hype. Trump will probably make his own coin. The guy called Bitcoin scam yesterday. Don't be surprised if he brings out Trump coin tomorrow, man. Just imagine. He called it a scam. So I don't think he'll do it, but yeah, he's got his own opinions, man. But I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, 10 out of 500 subs already. I know it's been crazy. I was on like 580 before this live stream. Look, don't get me wrong, man. I'm not always here to just look at how big my channel is getting. Nothing to do with that. There was a guy messaging me today. I don't know if you're in the stream, man, but you know, he was telling me that how I'm helping people, that the channel will grow at a rapid pace. And I said to him, I never really think about it. I'm just here to help people. You know, I'm just producing videos that are hopefully helping people. And yeah, if the channel want to grow, when I look at my subscribers go up, I just look at it in a way as I'm just helping more people, not in any other way. So, but yeah, it's crazy, man. It's great. 3 weeks. Hopefully in the next few weeks, we could hit 1,000. You never know, but we'll have to wait and see. Get out of here, man. England to the moon. Do you mean Trump? Has he created his own coin, John? I'm not sure. He called Bitcoin a scam yesterday, so I don't know. But yeah. Saka, Foden and Mount gonna turn it on. Who do you want to see as your top of your the top 4 up there? I personally want to see Saka, Foden. I'd probably put Grealish ahead of Mount, and then unfortunately, Kane has to be up front. Shouldn't really be saying that wearing this shirt, but there you go. It makes logical sense. Who else we got, right? Yeah, Saka, Foden, Grealish, Kane for me up there, man. For me, definitely. You do deserve to be fit. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But look, we'll get there slowly but surely with your guys' help. You know, everyone that likes the stream, it basically pushes it out to more people for them to watch. That's why I ask people to kindly like, if possible, if they want to, just so we can get out to a much wider audience. But look, man, we're growing. And as long as we're growing, we're going the right way. And I can get out to more people. Lots of videos to come out this week. That are going to hopefully be helping you guys a lot more too. So yeah, look out for them too. We're definitely bringing them out soon. Trump has to figure out how to get back on Twitter before minting his own coin. Yeah, he got banned from Twitter as well. Flipping it. Yeah, he got banned from Twitter, didn't he? What a guy. What a guy. Sad that not so many gooners at the Euros. Bro, I don't know if you're taking a mick, but the thing is, you're right. It is just Saka. But big up my man Saka, man. You know, he's doing it. He deserves to start ahead of people like Sancho, Bellingham plays in a different position, but Sancho, I think Saka deserves to start. When I was on Lee Gunner's channel the other day, we were speaking about Saka and whether or not he thinks he will start after that performance a few days ago. Why shouldn't he, man? I don't get why he shouldn't. Why is he being overlooked for? It makes no sense to me. That guy should be looked at and should be starting and should not be a sub. He's just as good as Sancho, and I think Foden's a little bit better, but there's definitely an argument. So, you know, I do think he should be starting. Arteta is a Dogecoin of the soccer world, no, all hype, no substance. Yeah, I know, man. I know. As I said, I will judge Arteta properly after the end of this month. And then we will have a look and see what happens in the first 2 months of playing. Let's get something straight. Just because it's not just looking at the players that we've got. Our play is terrible as well sometimes. So bad. But yeah, man, I completely understand. Yes, Chris, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining. Mate, you can't be wearing that top on the crypto. I could wear what I want, bro. This should be a crypto Arsenal channel. Why not? I love talking about both. Very passionate about both. But if I've got some gooners in here, why not, man? That's why I was glad to be on Lee's channel. Hopefully, I'll be on there soon again because that was fun. That was really fun talking about Arsenal. But yeah, if I could talk about it a bit here, why not? That's what I was thinking. Pop an England top on. I ain't got an England top. I will not buy an England top. Bro, you just joined the stream. You're just going to start cutting it out as soon as you join. Come on, mate. Too much competition for Saka, Grealish, Sancho, Mount, Foden. For Saka, Grealish, Sancho, Mount, and Foden, I'm more likely to start. This is the thing. That is probably more likely to happen. But what I'm saying is, if you really look at it, the grand picture of things, Saka can start. He can. He definitely deserves to as well. And there's no reason why he shouldn't or can't. Just my opinion. You know, do you disagree? I don't know, man. But there you go. If crypto goes the same way as Arsenal, we crash. Should I have worn this shirt? Jeez, man. Nah, I should have worn the shirt. Yeah. If we go that way, then we're not just crashing, we're burning. We're burning to the ground. What is the name of the coin linked to sport? Chiz. Chiliz. Not Chiz. Jeez. Chiz. Chiliz. CHZ. I invested in Chiliz when it was 2 cents, and I sold it at 60 cents, believe it or not, back in March. But yeah, I believe that's the coin that you're looking for. But yeah, flipping brilliant project that. Thankfully, me and I told a few of my friends to get into Chiliz as well, and we rode that guy all the way up, and we took our profit and got out of it eventually. I do think there's another big move that could potentially happen for it. But yeah, from 2 cents to 60 cents, man. Hope that's the one you're talking about. Sancho is rubbish for England. Haven't really seen too much of him play too much for England, but we'll definitely see who's suspect at these Euros, right? We'll see. Personally, for me, with England, I feel like we have too many individual players. I don't know whether or not you agree. I feel like we have too many individual players, and we don't work too well as a team. That's what I think it is. We've got loads of good individual players, don't work too well as a team. Bitcoin number 8 in the league. Saka is good, but he ain't ready. A bit more experience for England first. See, this is the thing. For those that don't support Arsenal and for those that don't actually watch that much of Arsenal, I feel like you're wrong. Saka's been literally carrying Arsenal all the way through the season. He's been excellent. He's well good for his age. Saying that, why isn't Foden then? Why doesn't Foden need more experience? You wouldn't say that because people watch Man City because they're an excellent team. And people see a lot more of him. It's the same for Arsenal though. He is very, very good. And he will shock people in the Euros once he starts playing. Believe me, man. Oh, that was the one. Good. Yeah. Sick point, man. Grealish start with Saka or Foden. I agree. That's exactly what I want to see as well. I heard Arteta go 2.5. Guys, I think I'm going to end the stream there, man. All of these Arsenal jokes coming out. I can't take it no more. My heart's too broken. All I want to see is Xhaka gone by the end of the week. Bellerin gone by the end of the week. Willian gone by the end of the week. As long as these guys are gone, it's a good week. Forget about what's happening in crypto this week, man. We'll definitely see what happens. Julian, good to see you, man. I'm also an Arsenal fan. This is sick. So you're an Arsenal fan and you got the same birthday. Bro, it's our birthday in, what, 6 days? Jeez. Yeah, how old are you going to be? Is it wrong of me to ask? I'm going to be 23 next week. So yeah, I feel like I'm 50, man. I feel like I'm 50 years old, man. But I've been through a lot in my life, a lot more than people actually, like, on a serious note, a lot more than people actually think. But look, it's all good now. Here we are together. You know, I did not think I'd be here after a year. But yeah, there we go. He's going to spend it in the El Salvador market. He's linking up with the president, Bukele, man. They're on some next drug cartel thing. Look at Arteta. He could definitely get away with it. let's not get it twisted. He could definitely get away with it. I heard Saka is injured, bad back from carrying hard. I actually believed you for a second as well. Yeah, bro, it would not surprise me, man. You don't want to say, bro, looking at your picture, let me, quick. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna say 26. I'm gonna say 26 to you. You're 26, aren't you, Julian Samuels? You're gonna be 26. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm actually doing a stream on my birthday. That is the commitment that I'm giving to you guys. 14th of June. Note it in the diaries. Note it in the diaries. Only joking. You don't have to. Saka has done amazing, especially considering he's been carrying Willian for a year. Yeah, I don't know what Willian's even doing there, man. That guy needs to go. Saka's just been carrying the whole team. We're celebrating the 19th. I'm getting you smashed. Yes, for those that don't know, we are going go-karting with some of the boys. I've been helping a lot of people throughout the last 6-7 months or so. I had like my own group where I helped a lot of people make their money and introduce them and teach them. And finally going to be meeting them. We're all going go-karting together. So yeah, that would be sick. Dan, you naughty boy, mate. How old? Dan, you look older than Julian, man. You look a bit older than Julian. You can't be saying that stuff. Jay, yes, Tanner. I hope you're good, man. Thank you. I'm good, man. How are you? I don't know if you came late. We finished the whole stream. I thought I'd just kind of stick around for a bit and talk a little bit about the Euros, Arsenal, things like that. Because obviously it's all coming up. And yeah, we're on the verge of selling Xhaka. Get in. So yeah. Honest, who stole my pancake? Come on. I've supported Arsenal 40 years. Yeah. My dad as well, since the 70s. He loves it when I mention him in the videos. But yeah, my dad's that type of guy where if you asked him to tell you the score of a cup final or a game that happened in 1982 on a Saturday, he'll tell you the score and tell you who scored and how they scored and everything, who got a yellow card that game. He's that type of guy. So yeah, he's a diehard Gooner, man. But that's what I've grown up with. And yeah, kind of watching him watch Arsenal last season was emotional. He's you know, that hunger seems to have been gone. I don't know if that is with you guys as well. We kind of sit there now and just look into clear space and not really have that much emotion, even when we score, man. But hopefully that changes. No, you're not. Gabby. Age clue. Give me a clue, bro. About to watch it back. I'm good, bro. Thank you. Xhaka going. Cannot wait. I cannot believe we are getting money for it. Bro, it was like 12.5 million. We rejected that. As if we were rejecting 12.5 million pounds for Granit Xhaka. And we've managed to get more out of him. So fair enough, man. Shaka has to be worth a couple of Dogecoins, maybe 3 with a good agent. Bro, I don't even think he's worth 1. He's worth the same amount as Dogecoin as last year. That was like below 1 cent. Get out of it, Chris, man. Who do you support? Who are you coming on talking here big? I know you're from Birmingham. If you're gonna bust out West Brom or something, then I'm ending the stream right here, man. I'm ending the stream right here. Man, I wish I can carry on and keep talking about Arsenal to you guys, but you know, this is all about crypto. For those that have just joined, please go back and watch before 1 hour hit. I did cover quite a lot for you guys. It was a really, really good stream, a lot of educational stuff on there as well. Hopefully you guys did learn a lot from it. But yes, the last few minutes just has been a little bit about Arsenal. Maybe I could do this quite often. But yeah, there you go. I'd even take Sheba for Xhaka. Yeah, I'd probably would as well, to be fair, going that far. I supported Arsenal since the days of Bob McNabb, Peter Story, Eddie Kelly, Pat Rice, Sammy Nelson, John Radford, Bob Wilson. Yeah, you're a diehard as well. It's good to have you guys in here. It's really, really nice to, you know, be able to talk about it here as well, because, you know, it is something that I love talking about. And if I could do that to you guys on this channel as well, then so be it. Carling Cup. Who's that? BCFC. Is that Birmingham? That ain't Birmingham, is it? BCFC. I don't know. You've been playing footy. Go back and play footy, man. Supporting BCFC. Who is that? Who is BCFC? Tell me quickly before I end the stream. I'm actually Birmingham. How are you coming on here talking about Arsenal, giving it all that, and you support Birmingham? Oh, honestly, don't you hate it when people do that, guys? When you got people like Chris Titley, you little tit, coming on here talking about Birmingham. Come on, man. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream there, guys. Thank you all for watching. It's been fun, this one. It has been very fun, and hopefully we can do it again. I'll tell you what, I'll give you my thoughts on Neves just before I do go. Do you play FIFA? What, guys? I'm trying to end the stream here. Shall I just stay for a bit more? I'll stay for a bit more, man. Neves, I think he's an upgrade on Xhaka, obviously. Is he what we're looking for? Probably not. I'd rather Basuma. But would I take Neves with the way Arsenal are moving? Yeah, I probably would. Would I be overly excited about it? No, I probably wouldn't. That's my thoughts on it, man. But look, if we get him, fair enough. I know he's quite a deep lying midfielder that's, you know, he likes poking the ball around, and that's something Xhaka didn't really do. So it will be an upgrade for sure. Yes, I play FIFA. If anyone does want to ever play me on FIFA, you will not beat me. If you want my game tag, if you want my PSN, going back to the Xbox 360 days, if you want my PSN, message me. We could play some FIFA, man, anytime. Definitely up for it. Why not? Are you up for challenging your fans? Oh, you're talking about FIFA? Yeah, 100%, man. Let's get it. Whoever wants to play FIFA, let's get it, man. Message me on Instagram, whatever. I'll definitely be up for that. Love you too, man. Love you too. Yeah, but he can pass back like Xhaka. Bro, that's the thing. I just feel like whoever we get at Arsenal, they turn into a bang average player. Thomas Partey, for instance, last season. I don't know what it is. You know, our play is so bad. Let's take the players out of the talking for a second and just look at how we play football sometimes. It's shocking. You know, I don't know if you saw that stream with Lee Gunner. Hopefully you did, but I said I want a target man up front who can actually get on the end and header some balls in, and I want another player that can take on players properly, like an exciting player. Plus your Basumas and Max Aarons and people like that. They're the type of people I want to see. Ruben Neves does not excite me. Let's be honest. It just does not excite me. Is what it is, man. We'll see what we do in the next few weeks. Hopefully we make some moves, but my laptop is running out of charge, guys, so I am going to go now. Thank you all very much for watching. It has been very fun. For those that didn't watch the beginning, go back and take a look. It was a very, very good educational live stream. Hopefully you learned a lot from it and you enjoyed the stream. We were very close to 600 subscribers before I started the stream. I don't know what we're on now, but if you guys can subscribe for me, just so we can get there, it's a big, big thing for me. So I really, really appreciate everyone that does like and subscribe the video. But guys, I will be back here tomorrow at 6:30. Hopefully I could see you all again. Take it easy, everyone.